This is your brother in the faith, SK Martin, with a presentation from Global Prophetic Prayer Movement. Vision of Global Prophetic Prayer Movement, it is to ignite the torch of prayer throughout the nations, and the mission is to disciple ordinary men and release them into influencing atmospheres. It's a watchman movement. It's a watchman movement. It's a watchman movement. Jesus Christ said something. He said that when the Son of Man comes back, will he find faith? I believe one of the signs of faith, it is our consistency as believers in prayer. It is us being consistent in prayer as believers that we also showcase our faith, that we position ourselves, that we align ourselves. So much happens in prayer. Prayer should be like breathing onto Christians. It should be a lifestyle. It's not just an activity. It's not just an activity. So there is a call to prayer. There is a call to prayer. So Global Prophetic Prayer Movement mainly is about the call to prayer. It's about the call to prayer. It's like a watchman station. It's like a watchman station. So it's not necessarily a ministry, but it is a movement. It is a movement. I would like to call it and say I like to use this term and say that it's where the body meets. It's where the body meets. There is something which the Lord actually is doing in this last days. Is that He's actually how can I put it, breaking the pride of denominations, breaking the pride of the four corner walls of the church, of the four corner walls of the church, and making it about Him once more, because the essence, of visions, of the purposes that God has given to individuals, it seems to be diluted and lost, whereby you hear many people which will come and say, my ministry, my movement, this and this and that. No. We are just stewards. We are just stewards. He said, go ye to the uttermost and make disciples, because we also have been discipled by Him and we remain His disciples. Actually, what's happening now is that the channel is changing from SK Mate into GPPM, Global Prophetic Prayer Movement, and it's going to be bringing a variety of Christian context, but sticking still to our mandate. There will be times where there will be uploads, by other servants of the Lord here. There will be a variety of Christian content, be it even your gospel rap, spirit-filled poetry, creativity inside, because the Spirit of the Lord is not limited. So it's more of like a, how can I put it, more of like a channel, a channel. One of the things that is in my spirit at this time as well, that I'm sensing it so strongly even as I'm speaking right now, is that as the world, is getting more wicked, remember the Bible says, in as much as you don't want certain things to be there, the Bible speaks about perilous times, and there are certain mountains that we need to take over, because we discern that we are closer to these perilous times. So there's coming a time where it's going to be difficult for Christians to watch TV, because the enemy would have polluted and infiltrated it so much. So this is the time where, you know, even Christians have to rise up with their own media channels. You know, this is the time where Christians have to rise up in different mountains, you know, and rise up to the top in the education, you know, arts, government, you know, all these mountains, because the Lord has called us to occupy till He comes. He has called us to the uttermost. He has called us to the uttermost.